This is your hair. And these are all the reasons that may be contributing to your hair not growing. And this is your hair after all of these things have worked their charms. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the top 5 reasons your natural hair may not be growing. What is up, tribies, and welcome back to the tribe. I first want to say thank you to all of my new tribe members who have joined into this big, beautiful melanated tribe. If you have not joined into this big, beautiful melanated tribe, I'm going to need you to go over here, hit that little red subscribe button, and join into all of this tribalness that we have got going on over here. Also, don't forget to hit that little notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video. Okay, so in today's video, we are going to be discussing the 5 top reasons why your natural hair may not be growing. Now, there are a lot of factors, so in today's video, I'm just going to be covering the reasons why your hair may not be growing, and then in a upcoming video, I'm going to be discussing the top 5 things that you want to start incorporating into 2020 to make your hair flourish and to get the best results of your natural hair journey that you can possibly get. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so number 1, internal and external factors. Now, when I say internal factors, I mean things like your diet, if you're on any medications, if you have any medical conditions. These things can cause your hair to thin or even to fall out. Now, as far as diet is concerned, you really want to make sure that you're having a well-balanced diet throughout the day, because if you're eating trash, it's going to show. Okay, so other internal factors will be things like your health. If you have anemia, if you have any hormonal or thyroid issues, if you're taking any type of medication, all of these things can contribute to your hair thinning and falling out. Now, I'm not a doctor, but I am, I guess, a medical professional, I guess. But still, don't listen to me. But you really want to make sure that you go to your doctor and you're getting these things checked, because you can have deficiencies as well. And one of the most known deficiencies that people tend to have, especially us melanated people, are vitamin D deficiencies and vitamin B deficiencies. Now, there's an array of deficiencies and an array of different medical conditions that you can have that is contributing to your hair loss or your hair thinning. You just really want to make sure that you get those things checked up with your doctor, or even get like a whole CBC ran to see, what's going on with your blood. If you do have anemia, if you do have these certain things, going on. The other thing is external factors. Now, when I say external factors, I am primarily talking about your climate. What climate are you in? Now, some of us are in warmer climates, or some of us are in colder, dry, humid. All these things really contribute to your hair and your hair growth, and even your hair ability to retain moisture, okay? Another thing will be the pollutants in the air. A lot of these things contribute, and these are things that we don't really sit back and think about. And we wonder, why can somebody with the same, or not the same, but very similar hair textures to mine can do this, but mine just won't do that, or they can use this product and I just can't use this product. You have to think about all of these factors, okay? And external factors, the climate where you live at is very important, and especially your internal factors. So number 1, internal and external factors. Number 2, your hair's ability to retain moisture is very important, okay? If your hair is not balanced between protein and moisture, you're going to see it. It's going to wreak havoc on your hair. Having balance in your hair is so important, okay? If you have too much protein, your hair will break. If you have too little protein, your hair will break. If you have too much moisture, your hair will be limp, lifeless, and it could break, and it's not it doesn't have enough of elasticity going on. And if you have too little moisture, your hair is going to be dry and brittle. So you really want to make sure that you have a balance in between these two things, because they are very, very important. And knowing your hair's porosity is very important as well, because this can help you make better decisions on what you're buying and what you're putting in your hair, and how to retain moisture the best way you possibly can. And it may take a little while, but it is something to definitely take your time and research and see what it is your hair like, and make sure you're reading the labels, making sure you know what ingredients are doing what, and what is in the products that you're using that may be contributing to you not retaining moisture. So number 2, retaining moisture. Number 3 is styling. Okay, styling is very, very important, because if you're constantly tugging and pulling and doing all of these extra things to your hair, it really can be contributing to your hair not growing. It's the over manipulation of the hair. You do not want to constantly be manipulating your hair. Now, I'm not saying you can't be cute on a daily basis, girl. I ain't saying that. Be cute, okay? That's important to some people. It's important to some people to rock a different hairstyle every week. I'm not that kind of person. I can be the same way every day and I'll be all right with it. But you can wear twist outs and your hair still grow. You can wear wash and goes and your hair can still flourish and grow. You just have to be able, going back to number 2, to be able to keep that moisture retention in your hair. And once you do that, and once your hair is at a point where it's balanced and it's retaining the moisture and it's healthy, you can literally do any hairstyle you want. That's not the problem. You don't want to do hairstyles on hair that is already damaged or brittle. You want to get your hair up to as most maximum health that you possibly can, and then you can style it any which way. Now, I don't mean go crazy. I don't mean putting heat on your hair every day. I don't mean anything like that. You just have to use your better judgment in what over styling is for your personal hair, okay? So make sure that your styling is on point, but make sure you're not over styling and over manipulating your hair, because that will really start to pull your edges out. It'll start to thin in certain areas. If you're wearing your hair, let's say in a tight bun every single day, the point of where you're tying around your hair elastic or your hair scrunchie or whatever you're using, that area is going to be prone to a lot of breakage. So if you're starting to see breakage in certain areas of your hair and you're wearing buns and stuff like that, that may be why. That's why I don't use elastics or anything on my little bun. I just wrap it up and put hairpins. I don't use bobby pins because bobby pins are flatter and they tend to squish your hair. So I tend to wear hairpins because they are more of a shape like this. Okay, so these are the ones that I like to use on my hair. So make sure that you're not doing too much with your styling. And that is number 3. 4, nighttime routine, and I think this is my all-time favorite one. Your nighttime routine. What are you doing at night? Okay, sis, what are you doing? Okay, if you are constantly getting freaky and deaky with your husband or your boyfriend or your wife or your girlfriend at night, and ain't nothing going on here, and you're just being, like 2 wild beasts in the jungle, then that probably can contribute to your hair not growing. Your nighttime routine. What does your nighttime routine look like, and if you even have one? Because 9 times out of 10, if you have no nighttime routine, if you don't have something that you follow every night to protect your hair, you are going to cause moisture loss, which is going to, in conjunction, cause your hair to start to get brittle and to break and to fall and to thin, and we don't want that. We want to make sure we are preventing moisture loss in our hair, and that is what your nighttime routine is for. So if you're not taking care of your hair at night before you go to bed, and you're being lazy and you're just like, you know what, I'll just use a satin pillowcase, that's not going to work. A satin pillowcase, I'm sorry to have to say, is not going to save your hair from getting dry and getting brittle. Now, it may prevent less friction than it would if you were just to lay your head down on a regular cotton pillowcase. But sis, you need a nighttime routine, because with nighttime routines, you are either sectioning your hair off, you're preventing tangles, you're doing all of this. And if you're not doing all of that when you go to sleep, you're going to wake up and your hair is going to be a hot mess. You're going to have to detangle even more, and your hair is going to thin and fall out. We don't want it. Make sure your nighttime routine is in check. Number 5 is it should be number 1. I should have went backwards, okay? But this one right here is my joint, okay? If you don't have number 5, you do not have anything at all whatsoever, okay? And that is, are you consistent? I know a lot of us don't want to hear it, and I know it's a hard truth, but some of y'all are not consistent and are impatient, okay? Time is going to pass no matter if you like it or not, okay? So you might as well let it pass with consistency. If only I can do that with every aspect of my life. You want to let it pass with consistency, you guys. Okay, look, I started this hair journey. I really lost count, because every year I feel like I say 8 years, but I really do think it's 8 years this year. 9 years. Maybe 10 years. I don't know, okay? I started this journey when I was about 22, 23, yeah, about 10, 12, yeah, okay, yes. So I have been consistent for 10 years, okay? I have been very consistent. If you are not consistent with what you're doing to your hair, you're not going to start seeing that growth. And if you're not consistent, then that's when you start having setbacks. That's when you have to start, oh man, I think my hair needs more protein, so now I have to do a protein treatment, and my hair, it's not shrinking as much, or like it used to, or it's breaking off now, or my curl, texture, or my curl pattern is different, okay? All these things are contributing to, protein loss, not having a hair routine, external factors, internal factors. So if you are setting a goal to have a healthy hair journey, you have to be consistent. Consistency in everything is key. Like I said, time is gonna pass no matter what, no matter if you like it or not. So you might as well let it pass with being consistent, okay? My natural hair, and I'm always amazed, is not that far away from my knees. It's probably about this far away from my knees, about 6 or 7 inches away from my knees, okay? I didn't get there by playing around at night. I didn't get there by not being consistent. I didn't get there by giving up on my moisture routine. I didn't get there by just saying, oh, well, I guess my hair is just not gonna grow. I got there because, first of all, I knew my hair could grow. I wanted my hair to grow. And I was consistent with it. You have to be consistent. Count how many times I say consistent in this clip. Okay, so those are the top 5 reasons your natural hair may not be growing. So now that you guys know all of these 5 reasons, go ahead, click out the video, and start finding out what it is you need to. Don't click out the video. Don't click out the video. Not yet. But start writing down things that you need to do with your natural hair. Start writing down, okay, this day I'm going to do this routine. This day I'm going to use this product, and see how that's working. Write it down, jot it down. Don't be afraid to have a hair journal, you guys. Don't be afraid to do things like that. If this is a journey that you want to go on, then every aspect of this journey has to be taken into consideration. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them down below in the comment sections. And the next video is going to be the top 5 tips I have for you that you need to start incorporating into 2020 for your hair journey. Okay, so we're going to talk about all these things in more depth and how you can mitigate these issues that you're having. So I love all you guys. Don't forget to rate, comment, and join into the tribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. And also thank you, I am at 51,000 subscribers and I'm just like, what? So help me get to 100k this year. Now I will get to 100k this year. I am trying to be more consistent myself at uploading and posting, so we're getting better at that. I love all of you, and I will see you in the next